Emily Finn live in suburban Detroit this morning with more for us. Emily.
Adrienne, good morning to you. We are in the thick of it this morning with all of the union workers that are on strike. We're in Wayne, Michigan, and we're at a Ford plant. It's one of three where nearly 13,000 union workers are striking right now. They have everything they need. They have a tent set up with snacks and water to help them get through their day. It's a chilly day here in Michigan, so they have some fire pits set up to keep warm. The union workers that I spoke with said that they've been here since about midnight, since about 1 a.m. There's a shift change coming in here soon to be able to relieve them of their duties on the picket line. But Adrienne, something new overnight. If talks still continue to stall by noon on Friday, the United Auto Workers Union says that it's prepared to extend the strike to additional plants. They say, this is according to Shawn Fain, the union's president. He says that this is called stand-up striking. It's a new strategy to add more local chapters to the work stoppage if the negotiations don't progress. He actually spoke about this in a video message last night. Take a look at what he had to say.
I want to give a major shout out to the thousands of members who are on the picket line right now fighting for all of us. For the first time in our union's history, we're on strike at all three of the big three. A stand-up strike is a new approach to striking. Instead of striking all plants all at once, select locals will be called on to stand up and walk out on strike.
So among the union's demands is a 40% pay raise for auto workers, and this has really been a sticking point in negotiations. President Shawn Fain really doesn't want to budge on that point. But right now, full-time employees can earn anywhere from $36,000 to $80,000 a year. But when we compare that with the salaries of the big three CEOs, that's about 350 times more than what the workers are making, with each of them making at least $20 million a year. So this is really fueling the demands that the union workers are making. A professor at University of Michigan tells NewsNation that if the strike does continue for another 5 days, 10 days in total, it could have a total economic impact of more than $5 billion.
Strikes are really expensive, really damaging to the car companies, and that'll push them to up their offers. But on the other hand, what the car companies can't afford to do is settle their short-term problems by agreeing to a cost structure that knocks them out of the box in the midterm by making the cars less and less competitive.
And the strike is now sparking some attention among the top 2024 presidential candidates. President Biden said that the White House advisor Gene Sperling and acting Labor Secretary Julie Su are expected to be here in Michigan this week. They said sometime early in the week they could be expected here today, and they're going to help reach a deal with the big three, which, as we know, is Ford, GM, Stellantis. And interestingly enough, this just developed last night. A campaign advisor for former President Trump confirmed to NewsNation that the former president will be here next week. He's expected to give a speech supporting the workers on the same day as the next Republican primary debate. So definitely seeping into politics as well here. But the strike does have some potential to go international, spilling over to auto workers in Canada. There's more than 5,000 members of Unifor, which is the Canadian counterpart to the UAW here in the States. They were prepared to go on strike last night against Ford. That was extended. That was postponed about 24 hours. So the negotiations can continue, and maybe they will be able to reach a deal as well. Adrienne and Markey will be out here all morning speaking with union workers, bringing you guys the latest as these negotiations continue with the big three. We'll send it back to you, Markey and Adrienne.
Yeah, and who knows when this will come to an end. Emily Finn on top of it for us. Thanks so much. Also this morning,